and the mindset.
That was the most captivating thing when we were here in August with Riley. I think he was like hanging on your every word of the stories about the entrepreneurs.
Man, I'm a sucker for biographies or how you made it stories. It doesn't matter if it's a musician or an actor or a president or like a doctor. Ben Carson. I love Ben Carson's story. You ever seen the Good Hands movie? Oh,
yeah.
Love it. So you were talking, I guess this is a good segue into something about the water.
And a lot of great stories.
Man, he was telling us stories out of the book, and I was like, forget Garth Brooks. I don't care.
Oh, man.
I want to hear more.
Yeah, right. I got serious about skipping Garth Brooks.
And as soon as we got home, we drove from Lincoln back to Ravenna. The next morning, I got up and I went online, which you can do, and I bought that book.
Yeah, that's right.
It's even autographed by Tony.
Yep. He did. He signed it for me.
Something in the Water: The Story of Lincoln's Founders and Builders, and the inspiration behind this book. Jay Wilkerson and Phil Whitmarsh. Phil owns a company called Red Brush, but I kept meeting, as I mentioned earlier, all of these amazing leaders, these amazing people, and they had just accomplished great things from a business perspective, a personal perspective. Some of these businesses are international, have international reach, and it was so kind and humble. And they all reside here in Lincoln. So as you really think about per capita, I said this is not normal to have the level of successful businesses at this scale in a town of 300,000 people.
No.
It's not normal.
No.
And I kept saying, there's got to be something in the water here because this is really not normal. and Jay Wilkerson kept saying to me, Tony, it's just what we do. It's just Nebraska.
That's what we do.
I mean, it was like it's no big deal to him, I said, Jay, no, this really is a big deal. And he started listening. So he called me one day and he says, Tony, meet me at the country club. So I get to the Lincoln Country Club, and he reaches in his briefcase. He pulls out a cover, and it says Something in the Water: The Story of Lincoln's Founders and Builders by Anthony Goins. And I said, what are we doing here? He said, you're gonna compose a book. I said, I'm going to do what? And he says, you're going to do it. I said, well, why me? He says, because you're better suited to doing it, because you've come in from the outside and noticed something that everybody else hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
And so we went down, we chose 20 entrepreneurs, and we sent them personal emails. We came up with a standard set of 20 questions, and I got an iPad and a lapel mic, and I went to each person, and I requested an hour of their time. And they were very generous and gave me more than an hour, and we recorded all of the stories, and Phil was gracious enough through his publishing company to transcribe all of the stories and edit them, and we got pictures. And in July of 2020, we did the book launch. So it took me 3 years to do it. But we did the launch, and it's been an inspiration for a lot of people.
Yep.
Yeah, great stories in here. Yeah, Something in the Water.
And did you do the book launch here?
We did two launches. We did a book launch for the authors.
Okay.
At the Lincoln Country Club, which was amazing. Almost every person in the book showed up. The governor came, and because he did the foreword to the book.
Yep.
So the governor came and spoke, and Tim Clare, he did the afterwards.
Oh, did he?
In the book, yeah.
I didn't notice
Tim's
that.
in, yep. And Tim came and spoke, and of course, then I spoke, and I went down and I talked about each one of the stories and something unique that happened during my interaction with the entrepreneur. And it went very well. And then each one of the persons in the book signed like 100 books.
Oh, wow.
Really?
They did.
That's awesome.
Including Alice Dittman, who her and her husband founded Cornhusker Bank. And Alice is in her late 80s, maybe even early 90s. But she was so excited about the launch. And she had her little cane, and she came. She was there, man. And she signed them, too. She did.
Fantastic.
Wow. Yeah. So it's just been an amazing experience, and you can go online and order it, Something in the Water, and it's an inspiration. And all of the proceeds go to a nonprofit.
Oh.
I didn't take a dime of money from the sale of the book. It goes to the Do More Good movement, and that's Jay Wilkerson and Graham Pansing Brooks. And there's a subset called Just Do Business, and that's designed to support underprivileged entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that live in underserved areas.
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Riley here.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Make a Move podcast. For more content, check us out on all major social media platforms and makeamovepodcast.com. Until next time, get off your butt.